Hello guys, my name is Ace Guzman.
And my name is Rich Guzman.
Welcome to Coffee with Ace and Rich. Yes, where the truth,
with Ace and Rich.
the truth about making money online is hot. Come on. He's still learning it, you know.
I thought you were saying the whole thing.
The truth about making money online is hot. Okay.
Ah!
I messed it up, didn't I?
See, this is
It's
live,
real.
guys. This
It's
is
real. Okay, hold
live
on.
and unscripted.
How did it go? Don't tell me I glitched and I forgot it.
You glitched. And the coffee's hot. And the truth about marketing is hotter.
You remember! Okay, you saved me on that one. Good. Okay. Anyway, we're just being ourselves here, having a cup of coffee and hanging out with you guys. So cheers. Let's get into today's topic.
All right, what's up?
Join us live as we actually dive into one of the biggest lessons we ever learned when it came to high ticket affiliate marketing. We're going to share it with you right now.
Absolutely. All right. So let's get started here. Now, here's the thing. Today, guys, I want you to sit back and relax and take this in because this one is deep, all right? This one hits home with us, all right? We've been through the gauntlet. We've invested so much money in different high-ticket affiliate programs over the years.
Everything.
And
Yes.
I can tell you, we've had those empty promises and nothing's happening and things like that. And we gotten so frustrated that nothing was actually going our way.
Yeah, definitely nothing was going our way. And, you know, let's call it like it is, right? Too much hype is going on when it comes to high ticket. There's so many experts out there, gurus and people misleading people with information that seems to be too good to be true when it actually is. But, you know, you pay thousands of dollars and, you know, you get these cookie cutter type, module type programs that have been rehearsed, rehashed. You know, PDFs and even a Facebook group or community that you're supposed to be a part of because, you know, you're investing this much money in, but then you're not seeing what's being actually promised. You know what I mean?
Let me break it down because I'm gonna tell you.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna break it down because the funny thing about it is I remember going through this process multiple times, and I started seeing like this correlation of happening over and over the same kind of process, right? And what was happening is it seemed like once you invested in something, you got something, but it was like getting you closer to the end of that road that has the cookie just waiting, right? And when you get to the end of the road, there's that nice shiny cookie, right? And then you get to the shiny cookie, then you go to another road, and guess what? You go through that road, there's another shiny cookie, but this time there's two cookies, all right? And then all of a sudden...
I'm laughing because I know he's talking about...
Exactly, right?
Yes.
Then you finish that, you get your two cookies, right? And then now you go to another road, and you go to that road, and then you get 3 shiny cookies at the end of that road. But you never get really a full bag of cookies, right? You just get just a little bit to keep you curious and keep you going. And this is what happened with us, with several marketing platforms that we were a part of in the very beginning when we were working high-ticket affiliate marketing.
Yeah, definitely. It's so true when it comes to that. And, you know, you want it to work. You know, you really want it to work and you want to get involved with it. And when we invested like over $9,000, okay, for this type of program, you know, we thought that we were going to be like have our business pretty much done for us, right?
Well, you would think if you're investing that much money.
Yeah, that's what my mindset was at the time thinking.
Yeah, as you're learning and growing and learning, you know, marketing and stuff, that they would actually start helping create the story. Because the story is what sells as far as a marketer. Right. Okay? And it got to a point that it wasn't about money anymore. It was about like who are we becoming in the process as we were learning these steps.
Well, hang on a second though, but you know, because I mean, for most people, that kind of money is not just lingering around under their mattresses. That's like their bills, their water bill. That's like taxes. You know, that's like everything, mortgage. You know, health insurance.
But that's what we did in the very beginning.
But we made a decision.
Yeah, together we made a decision. And we took both of our tax returns.
Yes, we did.
And we invested in high ticket.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
But here's a smart thing that we did. We're going to share with you guys to give you a little golden nugget here. What we did was instead of investing first into that higher ticket, like 10 grand, we actually earned our way to that 10 grand, okay? And the reason why is because something didn't rub us the right way. Something was off. And we used our intuition and we said, you know what? let's stick here with that first level of high ticket. And when we did that, we focused on, working our butts off and building this business. And what we did was we started creating a huge community. People were coming in, people were signing up. And what happened was we were earning commissions after commissions after commissions. We're talking $1,000 per sale. Okay?
I remember
and
that.
$500 on the second tier.
Yes.
When it was like that.
Yes.
So we're getting like, pretty good, heavy commissions like consistently. And as that was happening, we were getting to $10,000 in no time. As a matter of fact, we did over what in 15 weeks?
About 42,800. Yeah.
Yes. So what we did was we took part of that portion of that commission and we invested in a $10,000 program.
Right.
Okay? So we didn't take it out of our pocket like most people do.
Right.
We actually worked our way up and then we invested. Okay?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Because the confidence had to be there as we were going through the education and learn the marketing and
But
things
the
like
fear
that.
was there though, because for me, I've never ever invested in anything for myself, for that matter, in that magnitude of a cost.
Well, we never made that kind of money in that kind of short period of time ever.
Right, but
Both of us.
just keep this shit real though. I've never done it. You've been in this industry for a long time. You know about high ticket. I was just being introduced to it, and I did not know that it required that kind of investment.
But my mind was still telling me not to invest the $10,000.
I do remember that.
And so what I did was I got uncomfortable. I said, you know what? I'm going to do the opposite of what my mind is telling me. And I remember.
And we had that talk.
Yeah, I remember telling you that. I was
Yes,
like, you know what?
yes.
I'm going to do the opposite of what my mind is telling me. And for some reason, let's go. Let's invest in that $10,000 high ticket deal. And we did. And then from there, we earned 6 figures and then multiple 6 figures up to 7 figures in this business. Okay. Now, just to let you know, not everybody does it that way. Some people, what they do is they invest a lot more in the very beginning. If you got it, go for it. If you don't got it, don't hurt yourself or your family by actually investing that type of money.
No, absolutely.
Because there's people that can do that, but other people can't, and people that can't still do it, and they hurt themselves financially.
They do hurt themselves financially. They'll shoot themselves later in the foot when they go realize that they still are paying on something that they're not even using, and that becomes of a burden.
Exactly.
What we teach in our high ticket program is we teach people not to do that. We say when the time is right, you're able to do it financially and feasibly, then yes, make that move. But if it's going to hurt the family, then you need to wait a little bit longer, okay, and just work your way up. And we're very fair when we do that with our clients. We let them know, because this is not one of them programs where they don't give a shit about your problems. They don't care about your financial well-being.
Yeah.
They just go ahead and take your money.
I'm
just keeping it real.
Now, what we're talking about here is not that we don't want to invest in high ticket. We want you to invest in that, first level. You know what I mean? Like if you're earning over $500 or $1,000 commission, you know what I mean? You're earning between $500, $500 and $1,000 commission. That's a good first level, right? So if you're investing like $2,000, that's good.
Right.
All right. It's kind of like you're not, hurting yourself, and you're also earning a decent amount of commission to, fire your boss and earn, 6 figures, because with that you can earn 6 figures. All right. I mean, we've done 42K in 15 weeks. So you can do it even with $1,000 commission, building an income that way.
Right.
But you don't want to go too far too fast if you can't do it. Okay? Because I've seen people actually from both sides of the spectrum invest in more and they get more out of it a lot faster. But I also see people do the same thing, hurt themselves, and not get a return on their investment either. So it depends on the person, different circumstances, what's the offer, those things really, come into account.
No, good being. Why don't you talk about the coach? How important it is when it comes to the coach.
Okay, so now coaching is important because we've actually have gotten coaching over the years.
Yeah.
And it has to be the right coach, guys. We've invested in other coaches that were just like...
No exceptions, it has to be.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. What did I invest in here? Right? It didn't even solve the problem. And then when you want to try to solve the problem, the coach tries to charge you even more to solve the problem when you already invested like $30,000.
And there are programs out there that do this. I mean, we know several that do, but I'm pretty sure through your own experience, you must have encountered, someone of a person who considered themselves to be the guy or the gal, and they charge you in upwards of $11,000 for, coaching and mentorship, or even more, and you didn't get what you paid for.
That's a lot a lot of that happens in this industry. I notice a lot of people come to us and they say, I've invested in this coaching program, invested in that coaching program.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing I hear, that they're not getting what they invested in.
Exactly.
And they thought they were going to get something that they invested in, and what they get is not the full package that solves the problem.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
People invest because they want to learn how to be a marketer. They want to learn how to get results. They want to learn what they need to do.
Yes.
Now, we know no one can guarantee results, right? Because we don't know anybody's work ethic and things like that. There's different circumstances when it comes to that. However, you still want to make sure that when you do invest,
Yes.
you're investing in something that's going to give you from A to Z. Okay? So you understand the process from A to Z. Okay? Not just one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
You want to get the whole enchilada so it starts to make sense.
And let's keep the mindset real here, okay? There are situations sometimes with the mindset, the wrong mentality, right? You'll think because you've invested this much money into these high ticket programs or coaches as per se, you're guaranteed to become a success. Not likely, okay? Let's just keep this real. We have worked with so many clients, and I'll tell you the truth. When it comes to clients stepping up to their game, okay, the ones that are successful, that listen and apply what is taught and coach for them, will go on to become successful. The ones that sit idle after they've invested, point blank, you don't even need to know the rest of it, right? You pretty much, it's obvious. They will become a failure because they did not do what the coach told them to do. They were supposed to be coachable, but instead they did their own thing, or they followed somebody who misled them into doing something else in order for that person to gain more exposure. And what happened is that person is still struggling.
Yeah, I mean,
that can happen a lot.
We've seen it over the years, and I've seen it before I've met you too as well. People invested a lot of money, wasted years, trying to figure this out.
So much time.
And the reality is that it's okay to invest. There's nothing wrong with investing.
Right.
And people that find the right kind of coach and really take the time to invest because they take it seriously.
Yes.
You can see there's a portion of people like 80-20 principle, right?
Yes.
And it is a mindset, like you said.
It is a mindset.
20% of people, pretty much move forward and get the results that they're looking for.
Yes.
And they figure it out, right? But the 80%, they just don't.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit more about that because, I can talk about this one case study. This gentleman is getting ready to invest into us. And, he's all the way in Scotland. And I speak with him almost every day. And I give him my time. I'm his sponsor in several programs. But at the same time, he also wants to invest into my coaching time. And, a lot of times he regrets that he doesn't have the funds to be able to pay for the extra one-on-one, time. And he realizes it now when he sees everyone becoming successful. He sees people getting results. He's like, why am I not seeing results? I'm like, because you've never been coached.
Well, that's important. Because when you look at the fact that teams, when they come together, they become successful and they win games, right? Let's talk about sports for an example.
Yes.
Baseball, football, basketball. When a team comes together, okay, it needs a coach. Each individual in that team needs a coach. And if there's no coach,
cheers for that. Love that.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Now there's no direction if there is no guidance. And with the guidance comes the coach. The coach can see things ahead of time before you actually confront it, right? The coach knows you're going to confront it, so therefore the coach knows how to handle the coaching aspect to move you forward, to help you understand why you're going to hit that first wall, right? The coach already knows because the coach already has been through the experience. You ever notice these coaches already been in the game, right? When it comes to sports teams, right? Football coaches, for example.
Yes.
They've already been football players, okay? And then become coaches. Why? They've been in the game for a while. They understand. They understand the success.
Know the play.
They know the play and what they need to do to actually get the results that you're looking for.
Exactly.
It's no different in business as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
Rich.
That's why if you look at Tony Robbins, a lot of people invest in Tony Robbins.
He's amazing.
There's a lot of people that don't make it with Tony Robbins because, again, back to the 80-20 principle.
Yeah,
but the ones who invest and take it seriously, they listen, they pay attention, and the coach knows exactly what they're about to confront.
To have a little fun here, I love to have fun with business. And I love teaching you guys, but I also love to
And
make
speak
it,
a little louder
make
because
it
we don't
fun.
have our mics today.
Oh my goodness, I forgot our mic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got to speak a little bit louder. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring out the Jersey volume here. Okay, so here's what's really funny, right? When it comes to, you know, the fire walk, I used to think that when I saw people who invested into Tony Robbins, you know, or Grant Cardone or any of those other guys that are out there doing this thing,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they actually have them do the fire walk or they walk over glass, you know, broken glass,
Yes,
right? And I go,
yes.
until I've walking over broken glass, I'm gonna make $1 million, you know? And I used to think like that. Did you ever think like that? Because I thought, man, it's not until that time comes where I'm there, you know, I'm with Oprah Winfrey or I'm with, you know, Tony Robbins and I'm walking through broken glass, you know, and no cut on my feet. Then I'll make $1 million. Bullshit.
Well, I mean, think about it.
Because I did it anyway with affiliate marketing. And the thing is, I didn't have to walk over broken glass or put an arrow through my neck.
Some people need that because there's a block. I'll tell you why that happens.
Yeah.
There's a block that holds people back from success.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the ability to think that it's possible for them to achieve it. Right? They may say they want something, but they have to truly 100% believe in what they're doing. And more importantly than what they're doing, they have to have the belief in themselves that they are capable
Yes.
of doing it.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
It's the individual that has to really catapult themselves and step into those shoes.
Yes.
All right, those success shoes
Yes.
to believe that it's possible for them. Because if there's any inclination of just a small doubt,
Yes.
you just killed your success.
Oh my goodness.
And this is why entrepreneurs don't like spending time with people who whine,
Preach
and
it, Rich.
complain. They want to be around people who are in that same energy wavelength of success. All right? Like, we don't spend time with people who whine and complain.
No.
We don't. Not at all.
Yep.
People that are moving and shaking, we're there for you. Let's catapult you to the next stratosphere.
But if you want to whine, bitch, moan, or complain about how much it is and how you got to do
Yep.
this, that every
Yep.
day and write emails, but you don't know how to get in front of a camera and
Yep.
blah, 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 not for you.
Move on. There's always someone else that is ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do it with tough love, okay? We doing you a favor, okay? It'll be a disservice to ourselves and waste of our time to spend the time with you and waste your time.
Now, let me say something very important here. I'm going to not throw you under the bus, but I'm going to talk about you for a little bit.
When do you not talk about me?
No, hold on.
I'm the biggest case
No,
study.
I want people to really listen to what I'm about to say right now.
Oh boy.
You are, and you know, we are always investing in coaching, even still to this day. Now, you have a new coach that you're working with.
Yes, I do.
And what happened was she's learning advanced closing techniques.
Yes.
Now, why would she do that? She's, made a lot of money. She's actually become a phenomenal closer. So why would she continue to want to, learn more about closing? Because she also wants to go beyond what she already knows. She wants to master her craft, right? But here's where I throw you under the bus a little bit.
Yep.
So she was doing what the coach told her to do, supposedly. And what she did was she started cheating a little bit. And when she was cheating, she started trying to get, taking the shortcut. Let's talk about that. She's trying to take the shortcut.
Yeah, because I didn't want to waste a lot of time.
She went with a lot of time, but she's
Yeah,
trying to take
I
the shortcut. So the coach already knows. A good coach already knows.
Yes, they do.
And the coach confronted her
Yes.
and said this: I know exactly what you're doing. Stop it right now. You invested in my coaching, therefore you need to listen to me. So, and he wasn't really nice about it. He was actually stern. And it was a little bit brutal.
Yeah.
But you know what? It shook her up and it woke her up and realized, you know what? You're right.
Yes.
That's why I invested in you.
Yes.
I want to learn some more advanced techniques on closing.
Yes.
Show me. And guess what? Now she's developing brand new relationships that she's never even thought possible. Because there's other strategies on developing other relationships with different strategies and tactics. Would have never known if she never invested in that coach.
Can I touch on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you threw me under the bus about that one.
But I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of me too. Okay? Because he really put me out of my comfort zone, because being a leader, what happens, and I'm gonna speak like this, okay? And that's when I say, let me touch on this. There are leaders that are out there that have made such amazing accolades They have gotten from,
Yes.
0 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 9 figures almost. They're all out there, okay?
Yes.
And the thing is, when you have that kind of success record, you tend to feel like you know everything. And then what happens is the fact that you work with a coach, the coach tells you to do his or her way, and you go do the opposite, and then you get called out on it. Then you realize, you know what? I must always remain a student of this industry. I don't ever say that I know it all. And that's what happens with leaders. They have to learn to bend down a little bit and say, okay, I'm always learning. I'm always a student. I don't know everything. I can't claim that I know everything. And I'm going to listen to what this coach says, even though I already understand this stuff, even though I know how to build funnels, or I already know how to write emails, or I do copywriting. Still, you want to buckle down, open your ears, and listen. Listen to your mentor. Listen to what your coach is telling you. Don't try to go do your own damn thing, because you're going to fall flat on your ass. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's what happens in this
And
space.
like you said, you invested into it, and that's when you got to take serious.
You got to take it seriously. And you know what? I remember when one of my coaches, he was really tough with me.
Yes.
And I went, met him in person. I had an ego in the very beginning. And basically, he put me in my place, and he was not nice about it. When I say he was more brutal than your coach, and he put me in my place, but that taught me a very valuable lesson: to respect the coach, learn from the coach, because they know.
Oh, and then
they know.
How about when the tables were turned to us becoming coaches? Like we became the coach. Then it was implored to us to remain like stern ourselves, do not get emotional,
right,
and make sure we have that position,
yes,
where we're actually making sure that we are giving advice,
yep,
and directing people the right way.
Yes,
but it is not our responsibility.
Oh yeah, no, but that's the
yes.
thing. We learned over the years with different coaches, so we
yes.
learned different aspects, different, immense value. Okay. Now, we've had a few coaches that were like, what the heck was that, right? but that happens,
yeah.
right? When you're hungry and you want success so bad, like you're going to figure it out. You're going to find the right coach. And I'm telling you right now, that's why you have to watch people and see what kind of value they're giving, how they're connecting, or they're being a little bit sly, a little slick, like a snake oil salesman, if you know what I mean. So when we started investing more into coaching, we started learning more about ourselves. And what we've learned in the beginning, we didn't like what we saw. Because it was actual fact. It's kind of like we all come into this world, right? And we come naturally naked. We don't have no clothes on yet, nothing like that. We're born into this world where everything is like, there's no thoughts, no behaviors, nothing like that. So what happens is, over the years, we learn these habits, whether it's friends, family, influences, and it shapes our ego, okay? And when we have ego, we can't see things clearly. And when we shed the ego, everything becomes more understandable, and there's more clarity, and you can see straight, and you can see exactly what's going on.
Yes.
All right. And this is how we realize, like, we must let go of what we've ever learned, and to listen to our coaches and learn something new. Right.
Yes.
And don't claim that you know it all, because you'll never know it all.
No, you definitely don't know it all. And we've been on both sides of the spectrum. We've been the student. And also we've been the trainee, like the person that becomes a trainee. And then on that side, we graduated to become coach, And the thing is, before you pull out your credit card, and you need to ask yourself this question. When you look at a coach and you've seen their accolades, you see their social proof per se, and you look at their product, their program, whatever it is that they have, that they're offering you, that's in that scale of high ticket, you need to ask yourself a very important question. And the question is, are they selling me hope, or are they selling me what I've been looking for as far as help? Hope or help? Because at that point, there are two distinguishments between the two.
Yes.
Okay? And we actually understood the day that we were looking for help, that leader showed up, and we gave that person all the time we could give them to help us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the one. There were several. And that's the thing, like whenever we do our presentations, I love to show like a collage of all the mentors responsible that we've invested into over the years that have helped us get to where we are. They all did their part.
Yep.
They all did their part. And if you don't have anybody like that, not even one, you got work to do. You need to invest into a coach.
And
yes,
this is one word that we learned about, and it's the word hope.
yeah,
Hope is a very weak word. Okay, you're hoping for something, that means you already have internal doubt.
yes,
Okay, in this business, you have to be very a matter of fact.
yes.
If you have a vision, chase after it. Don't second guess it.
Yes.
Don't think that it's not possible. You cannot for 1 second think about hope. Hope never accomplishes anything. It wishes for something. And wishing alone doesn't accomplish anything.
It doesn't.
Okay? So I want you to eliminate that word hope
Yes.
from your vocabulary.
And so if you have been through this before, sometime in the past, or maybe currently going through it, please drop a comment down below this video and let us know, so that way we can share in our experiences, you know, and learn from each other, you know, what you did or what you didn't do. Because these are the biggest lessons that we take away. Even if we invested thousands of dollars upon thousands into these coaching programs that they're out there, the more we expose the fake and fraudery, the more that we empower the real deal, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So other than that, I think that was great, man.
Yeah, that was awesome. And you know what? It's live, right? If you guys saw the beginning, right? It's normal, right? We're just normal people just like you. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you for being here on this live today with us. You know, we started a little bit later. There were some, you know, power outages again, and we lose internet when that happens. But it's okay. When I'm back on, we're here. But that's part of being in Puerto Rico and living the laptop lifestyle. So, I want to thank you for being here. We love you and we appreciate you. Stay tuned for another live. We're going to be live on Friday, and we got more great content coming for you. Okay? Every single week. Same time, same bat channel. My name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman.
Take care. This has been Coffee with Ace and Rich.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.